So, go ahead and get started. But like I said, we will once again start and finish with a nice calming, grounding meditation and breathing practice, just to help us find some sense of balance and calm to carry us throughout the rest of the day. So I'll invite you to find a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you right now. Just supporting yourself however feels best. Maybe close your eyes or let your gaze soften. So you begin to bring the focus inwards. And close your mouth so that you're breathing only through your nose. Our noses filter the incoming air better than our mouths do, which allows our breathing to slow down. There's a lot going on in the world right now, a lot of external noise, external stress factors. I'm going to ask you to just give yourself permission for this 1 hour of the day to allow yourself to tune out that external noise and just be present here in this moment, in this space. And if you find yourself distracted by thoughts throughout the class, that's no big deal. Just simply observe them and let them pass by gently, bringing your attention back into the present, focusing on the air flowing in and out through your nose. If it's comfortable, maybe bring one or both hands to your abdomen. And feel the belly expand with each inhale and relax with every exhale. Without forcing anything, begin to count your inhales and exhales. Doesn't matter what the number is, just as long as it's comfortable and not forced. And as you count each inhale and exhale, you see if you can slowly lengthen the exhale so that it's a count or two longer than the inhale. For example, if you're inhaling to a count of 4, and you'd exhale to a count of 5 or 6. Once again, making sure that you're not forcing anything, letting the breath flow smoothly in and out. Lengthening our exhales helps to relax the central nervous system. It can reduce anxiety and tension. It's also helpful for increasing lung capacity and breath control. So letting go of your counting wherever you are and letting the breath return to its natural rhythm. To further anchor ourselves firmly in the present moment, I invite you to repeat this mantra in your mind. So as you inhale, think of the word here. And as you exhale, now. Taking a few breaths like that. Here on the inhale, and now on the exhale. Throughout the coming days, if you find yourself feeling feelings of anxiety or stress, you can always come back to this little mantra. It's very simple, but very grounding. Gently draw our awareness back into the space around us, letting the hands release, resting on your thighs, and letting the eyes come back open if they've closed. So we'll begin our practice, just like always, by setting up a stable seated mountain posture, which is our kind of home base for our practice. So making sure you're rooted firmly in the sitting bones in the chair, maybe shifting the weight back and forth. Find that place of balance. The spine is lengthened but not stiff. And the shoulders roll up, back, and down the spine with a neutral gaze forward. So we'll begin with just kind of a full body stretch. So we'll start with the head and neck. And this is same as last time. So as you inhale in the center, exhale and gently shift your gaze over to the right. Inhale back through center. And exhale looking to the left. And moving through that a few times, just flowing with your own breath. Letting the breath be your guide. And a couple more times. And then coming back to center. And we'll begin to shift the gaze upwards with the inhale. And then on the exhale, drawing the chin toward the chest. And being very mindful, very gentle with your neck. And careful not to go too far. Sometimes less is more. And after your next exhale, we'll begin gently rolling the head from shoulder to shoulder. Once again, just taking care. Moving slowly. And then gently returning to that neutral position. So we'll drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. And a couple of options for the arms. You can stay right here, or maybe cradle the head in your hand. Maybe letting the left arm drop down by your side. Feeling that stretch along the left side body as you breathe here. We'll release and come into that on the other side. And just finding what feels right for you. You'll hear me say that a lot today. Yoga gives us lots of options that all have the same benefits. So it's all about finding what feels best for you. And that can change day to day or even moment to moment sometimes. And we'll return back to center. We often carry a lot of tension in our jaw, in the TMJ area. So I invite you to just give yourself a little massage in the jaw area. And letting your mouth come open, just moving your jaw from side to side. Any movements that will loosen up a little bit. And now scrunch up all the muscles of your face. So pursing the lips, closing the eyes. And release, letting the chin drop. And relaxing all the muscles of the face. We're moving down into the shoulders next. And we'll just gently start to roll the shoulders backwards. The shoulders, of course, another place where we tend to carry a lot of tension. I don't know if my microphone's picking up all of the cracking in my neck and shoulders today. And switching directions, rolling the shoulders forwards. Right, and releasing the shoulders. We'll start to engage the arms a little bit. So as you inhale, sweeping the arms up with the palms facing upwards. And exhale, bringing them down by your sides. And inhaling, sweeping the arms to the side. And exhale, releasing them down. And if your shoulders are okay with it, maybe lifting your arms a little bit higher, bring them all the way up. And I apologize if I lose audio because I think I've been getting a lot of spam calls today, so I think that might be affecting my audio here. But at least you can see me, even if you can't always hear me. And we'll release the arms back down by your sides. And so we'll do another little arm flow here. So bringing the palms to rest on your thighs. As you inhale, press the palms forward, flexing the hands. And as you exhale, flipping the palms, clenching the fists, and pulling the arms towards your body. And so moving through that a few times, really stretching out the fingers as you inhale. Really being mindful and feeling what it's like as your arms move throughout space. One more inhale and exhale. Release. I've lost my earpiece here. And so continuing with our arms and shoulders. As you inhale, sweep the arms out to the side, palms facing forwards. And as you exhale, cross one arm over the other, it doesn't matter which one. Give yourself a bear hug. And inhale the arms back out. And switching arms, so the opposite arm is on top this time. We'll keep this flow going. And these dynamic movements are good for releasing tension, increasing joint mobility, getting the lymphatic system flowing. And the next time you come, bring the arms in, hold that bear hug. And just imagine that you're breathing right into your upper back. Feeling it expand across your shoulders. And now we'll switch sides, so just bringing the arms out and doing that bear hug with the opposite arm on top. And taking a few breaths here. And releasing those arms, maybe giving them a little shake. So we'll take a few rounds of cat and cow breath from the chair. So the hands are resting on the thighs. And we take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, slide the palms down towards the knees as you round the spine through the back of the chair. And then when you inhale, sliding the hands back towards your body, opening the chest, and maybe finding a slight arch of your back. We'll just flow back and forth. And I think I mentioned this before, but this is pretty much exactly the same motion that you would get doing the cat and cow on all fours on the floor. The only difference is having the support of our chairs. And when you're ready, returning back to that neutral spine. And we'll float in and out of some seated twists. So lots of dynamic movements today. So as you inhale, sweeping the arms up by your ears. And as you exhale, twisting to the right. So left hand comes to the right knee. We'll inhale back to center. And exhale, finding the twist to the left. And we'll just gently flow through this a few times. So again, using your own breath to guide you. And being very mindful of your spine and not taking the twist too far. Just getting some gentle engagement of that area. We'll do some more twists later as well. And next time you come into the twist on the right side, just hold there for a few breaths. We'll switch sides and hold. So coming back up through center and twisting to the left and holding for a few breaths. And when you're ready, releasing back to center. We'll do some flowing side stretches. So your hand can either be on your hip or maybe grabbing the underside of your chair, whichever feels more comfortable for you. And so we'll inhale, lifting the left arm. And exhale, gently bending to the side. Inhaling back up. And exhaling, bending to the side. And just do that a few more times. Moving with the breath. And then next time you bend to the side, just holding there. Again, feeling the stretch in the side of your body. And releasing back to center. And we'll do that on the other side. So left hand to the hip of the chair. Inhaling the right arm up. And exhaling into that side bend, flowing in and out with the inhale and exhale. So we're moving our spines pretty much in every possible direction. And holding in the side bend for a couple of breaths. And releasing back to center. Again, maybe shaking out those arms and hands a little bit. And scoot forward a little bit in your chair if you're not already there. And we'll do a few flowing butterfly movements with the legs. So you're going to walk the feet in so that the sides of your feet are touching. And as you inhale, let the knees just drop out to the side, however far is comfortable. And then just flowing with the breath in and out with the legs. Being careful of the hips. And we'll release that and walking the feet back out, sort of hip distance apart. And so keeping with engaging the hips and the legs, we'll just extend the right leg forward, flexing the foot, and then drawing the knee back towards the body. And once again, just flowing with the rhythm of your own breath, and you can use the chair for support. And we're starting to not only engage the legs and the hips, but also our abdominals. And only if it feels good. Next time your knee comes in, maybe grabbing it and hugging it in towards the chest. You can keep that flowing motion going. And releasing the knee back down to the mat. And switching sides, and just starting those gentle movements, flexing the foot, extending the leg, and drawing the knee back toward the body. And then if you want, hugging that knee in towards the body. And releasing. So I don't think you can quite see my feet maybe, but I'm just gonna roll out my ankles in whatever motion feels good. So you can send them in one direction and then the other, maybe pointing and flexing the feet. Just getting some motion in those foot and ankle joints. And then releasing them back to the floor. And then I'll shift back just a little bit so maybe you can't see my feet. We're going to come onto the heels and toes. So again, just lifting the toes up off the floor and then rolling onto the balls of the feet and lifting the heels off the floor. So just kind of going, rocking back and forth on the feet. And releasing the feet back, flat on the floor. And once again, straining forward in the chair if you're not already there. Bringing the feet just a little bit wider than the hips. We'll take a deep inhale here. And then as you exhale, start to fold forward, coming down onto the elbows resting on the thighs, into kind of a half forward fold position. And you may want to use this hand position that I'm doing, so the tips of my fingers are all touching. Just feeling the energy flowing from one side of the body to the other. And maybe focusing the breath into your lower back now. Using the inhale to see if you can create space. And as you exhale, relaxing the muscles of the low back. And you can stay here in this half fold, or if you feel like you want to go a little farther, you can let the arms release And fold all the way forward over the legs, letting the head hang. Wherever you are, slowly working your way back up, using the hands to help you. Back up to center. And so now we'll move into one of my favorite poses, which is goddess. Really, I just like the name, but it's also a good stretch. So again, we're forward in the chair. We're going to widen the feet even more. So they're just a little bit wider than the width of my mat, and my toes are pointed out at about 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. So these are our goddess legs, and this is the same position that we would be in if we were standing in goddess pose. And I'd like to do a little bit of an arm flow here as well. So I'd like to ask you to bring your arms into our goddess arm position. This is kind of like a goalpost, bend at the elbows, fingers are spread. So we'll take an inhale here, and exhale, bring the hands together. They don't have to meet, but just coming towards each other. Inhaling them back out, and we'll flow through that a few times on our own breath. Next time your arms are out, we'll just hold again. And if you'd like a little bit more stretch in your shoulders, you may clasp the hands behind you and just kind of stretch out the back and stand so you can see that arm position. And releasing the arms back. Rest on the thighs. And we'll do a couple of extended side bends here as well. So letting the right hand rest on the right knee. We'll extend the left arm over the head and just bend to the side. And so this is one option. Another option is to extend the right hand toward the foot or toward the floor. Just a little bit more intense stretch on the side body. And we'll come back through center, and we'll repeat that on the other side. So left hand to left leg, and finding whatever position feels good for you. And one side may feel different than the other. And just taking a moment to enjoy this feeling of openness in the side body. And coming back up to center. We'll heel toe the feet in a little bit, and we'll do one more of those forward bends to neutralize the spine. So just slowly bending forward, either halfway or all the way. And feeling the breath flow into the back. And helping yourself back up to center. Now I'm going to try a modified warrior one in the chair. So I'm going to switch my chair so you can see that you can stay where you are. My feet. So sitting forwards in the chair, we're going to scoot to the left so that your left cheek is kind of off of the chair. And so you may want to use the right hand to grab the chair for some stability. So right cheek is on the chair, left cheek is off. And just extend the left foot back behind you, and the right knee is bent. And with the hands on your hips, work towards squaring the hips towards the front leg. And if this isn't feeling good, if it's too much in the hip flexors, feel free to avoid this one. And we're going to do a little arm flow, so you can definitely do that with us. And so from this warrior one, we're going to do a similar arm flow to one that we did at the beginning of class. So as we inhale, we'll sweep the arms forward with the palms facing up. And then as you exhale, clenching the fists, pulling the arms towards the body. This time as you inhale, flexing the palms and pushing the hands forward. And exhale, releasing the arms. So we'll flow through this on our own breath. So inhale, lift the palms up. Exhale, pulling the fists toward the body. Inhale, flexing the palms, pushing the arms out. Exhale, releasing the arms. And so just moving through that on your own. Maybe one more time through the cycle. From here, we'll bring the arms up by the ears, which is the traditional arms for warrior one. And we'll just hold here for a few breaths. We want to make sure that the shoulders aren't creeping up towards the ears. Letting them drop away from the ears. And feeling strongly rooted into the floor with the feet. Then we'll release the arms, release the legs, recentering on the chair. I'll flip to the other side so you can see me there. Just moving on to the other side for warrior one. We'll shift to the right side of the chair this time. So the left foot stays bent, and the right foot extends behind you. And putting the hands on the hips is kind of a good way to help begin to square the hips towards that front leg. They may not get there all the way, but that's okay. It's just what we're aiming for. Then we'll begin that same flow with your arms. So inhaling with the palms up. Exhale, fists toward the body. Inhale, pushing the arms out. And exhale, release. And flowing on your own breath through this Tai Chi style arm flow. Maybe one more time through. And we'll meet in our warrior one arms up by the ears. Shoulders relaxing down. And release our warrior one. And turn it back to the front here. From here, let's just do 3 rounds of cat and cow to reset before we move on. So from your neutral spine, take a deep inhale and exhale, rounding the spine toward the back of the chair as the hands slide forward. And inhale, slight arch in the back, opening the chest. And 2 more times on your own. And we'll meet back in center with a neutral spine. And take a couple resetting breaths as well. So inhaling through the nose. And exhale, sighing out through the mouth. Do that 2 more times. Inhaling through the nose. And sighing out through the mouth. And resetting in our seated mountain, rooting down through the feet. Take a modified seated pigeon. And so we did this last time, and there are a couple of options. So option 1 is to extend the right leg out in front and kind of come onto the blade of your foot, opening the hip. Just a gentle hip opener. Option 2, if you'd like a little bit more intense hip opener, is to help the right foot to cross over the left thigh. So same position, just a little bit difference in intensity. And so wherever you are, with the hands on the hips or on the chair, whichever feels better for you, just begin to slightly hinge forward. And stopping as soon as you start to feel any hints of sensation or tension. And once you've found that point, that sort of edge, just finding stillness there and breathing. Once again, trying to use the breath to direct it towards those areas of tension or sensation. Coming back up to center and releasing the leg. And let's take a couple of bicycle movements of the leg just to stretch it out. And maybe back in the other direction. And releasing the leg to the mat, and we'll move into that on the other side. So either just rocking onto the blade of the left foot and opening the hip that way, or maybe bringing the left foot over the right thigh. And then starting to hinge forward, feeling the stretch in the hips. And releasing back to center, releasing the leg, maybe doing some bicycles. And changing directions. And maybe if it feels good, doing some windshield wipers with the legs. So just shifting them from one side to the other. A pigeon can be a little intense, so we're going to make sure to reset ourselves. Let's do just a couple more seated twists before our final meditation. So sitting back into the chair. We'll shift so that you're sitting sideways in your chair, so facing the right side. And taking your two hands, resting them on either corner of your chair, the top of your chair. And then just gently using the hands to pull your body into a twist. And taking it very slow as always, and just checking in with yourself. Making sure you're not twisting too far. And once you found a spot that feels good, we'll just breathe there. Enjoying the sensation of wringing out the spine after bending it in all those different directions. And slowly unwinding yourself. And we'll move into that twist on the other side. So shifting so that you're facing the left in your chair and grabbing onto the back of the chair with your hands. And gently drawing yourself into the twist. And slowly and gently untwist. And we'll come back to center. We'll begin to prepare for our seated Shavasana, our final relaxation and meditation. So You can stay seated in your chair, maybe leaning back, or if you prefer to get on the floor or on the sofa, on the bed, whatever is going to make you most comfortable for the next few moments as we take some time to absorb all the benefits of this practice. So finding that place, whatever it is for you today. Beginning to soften the gaze or close your eyes, coming into stillness. Breathe in deeply and exhale fully. Letting the rhythm of your body slow down. Just finding stillness. Noticing where your body comes into contact with the chair, the floor, the surface beneath you. Feeling the rhythm of your breath in and out. Let your body relax a little deeper. As any thoughts come up, just observe them and let them go, bringing your attention back to the rhythm of your breath. In and out. Begin to feel warmness gathering inside of you, around your heart. Taking the shape of a soft white light. Charged with healing energy. Send all of your love, all of your compassion, kindness, empathy, healing energy into this sphere of white light. Picture it growing as it fills up with love. As you inhale, prepare your mind, body, and spirit to release your inner light into the world. And as you exhale, imagine this sphere of light shining into the world around you. Your family, your friends, neighbors. Continue picturing this shining light, getting brighter and brighter with every breath. Maybe thinking of the following words. May our love spread throughout the world. May we all choose kindness and compassion. May those who are sick heal. May those who are anxious find peace. May those who are in pain be relieved. May the individual and collective fear be washed away. And may the light inside of all of us radiate out into the world and into every being who is a part of it. As you visualize the light beaming from you, think of the others in this group sharing this practice together. This light is also shining. Maybe picture one by one, hundreds, thousands, millions of people all around, all radiating with their own source of light, shining love and healing out into the world. Slowly begin to bring your attention back into your body, into the space around you, taking any gentle movements, whatever feels good as you come back into awareness. And when you're ready, bring your hands together to rest in front of your heart. May the light in you, the light in me, and the light inside of all of us together shine out into the world. Namaste.